Ciao amore. So I wanted to come on quickly to make this video because I had this realization today. And I thought, okay, maybe just record a video about this because maybe someone needs to hear this message or will also resonate. But basically, it really hit me today. I've known this for some time, but it hit me today where the relationship with our parents, so the triggers, the arguing, the bickering with our parents, and often it's only one parent, for me is my mother, will be reflected back to you in your romantic relationship. So the next person, or maybe you're in a relationship right now, and you will see that in your dynamic with your partner, the same triggers or the same issues you have with him or her are the same that you have with your mom or your dad, whoever you have the most difficult relationship with. So until you heal that wound, that issue that you have with your mom or your dad, you will keep repeating it with your romantic partner. Yeah. And I've realized that my mother wounds have been, showing up in all my past romantic relationships. And every time I have this like really huge trigger where I react and in a very reactive mode, where I'll start bickering with her, arguing with her, and I get really frustrated and annoyed. And that also messes with your stomach, your digestion. This should be a separate video, but I'm just gonna say it. Like, if you are, for example, if you're living with your mom or your dad and you're bickering and then you have dinner, forget about it. You're not digesting that food. Because when you are eating, you should be in a very calm, relaxed state, or else you're stressed, your body is stressed. So your stomach, your body is not gonna be digesting. It's gonna stop all digestion. You're not gonna digest your food because your body's in stress mode. Especially if you're angry and you're arguing. Like after dinner as well, don't argue. Try not to argue. Try to relax. Try to be in this very calm energy, because again, you're not gonna digest your food properly. And that's actually, I've noticed that all these issues that I've had with my mom and dad, and like living with them or living with my mom, and it's affected my stomach and my digestion. I remember in 2023 when my parents were going through their divorce and all this stuff was happening in my family, I had the worst gastritis, or however you say it, of my life. Okay, like it was awful. I mean, I healed it. But right now, it's flaring, things are flaring up again. Because, when you're arguing, you're bickering, you're annoyed, you're frustrated, it messes with your stomach. It messes with digestion, it messes with, you have inflammation going on. Then you have lower stomach acid. And then your solar plexus is also, going to be affected. I can make a whole video about this. I've been working on my stomach health for the last couple of years now. But that's also a huge realization for me, is that when I sit down to eat, I need to be in this very calm and peaceful energy. Because if I'm bickering before dinner or after dinner, oh my gosh, like, it's just not, you're going to have stomach issues. So anyway, besides that should be a separate video. I really just wanted to say to you that until you heal that trigger or that irritation or that issue that keeps coming up over and over and over and over and over again with either one of your parents, it will come up in your romantic life. And you will attract partners, or at least you will not so much attract, because I do feel that the people that we meet and have a romantic relationship, there was already some sort of soul contract we had with these people. They were meant to come in to teach us some sort of lesson. But these karmic partners will continue coming into your life if you don't actually heal that issue. It's like, almost like I realized that this whole situation that I'm having with my mother is almost like preparation for me, preparation for that soulmate that I keep wanting to call in or calling in. Because it's like, it's like right in my face. It's like, if you don't deal with this now, you will keep being with men that will just bring this up, and it's this lesson that you have to learn, and I don't believe that you need to be completely healed to attract your true divine partner or soulmate, whatever you want to call it. But I do think that this is very pivotal. This is very important that we heal our issues with our mom or dad, because that also affects our finances, it affects our love life, it affects our sex life, it affects everything. So once we are in this peaceful energy with either one of them, you start flowing better. Everything starts flowing better. The money starts flowing better. The relationship you have with your soulmate, your partner, starts being better. Okay, because that elephant is not in the room anymore. So it's just pivotal. And I don't know, I just had this realization and I really wanted to share it, because I think that I'm obviously not the only one. We all have some sort of, trauma that, happens with one of our parents. And a lot of times we just ignore it, like, or we're just not aware, until a certain growth happens is when we can really be awakened to see that and really see the big picture. Because even though I've been having all these triggers and these issues with my mom for a very long time, my awareness was just not high enough back then, like in my teens or in my 20s, to really grasp what I had to heal in my mother wounds, and how that's been my biggest lesson and my biggest challenge, because I don't want to have to repeat that with my children, and I don't want to continue repeating this with my soulmate, my husband. And it also affects my health, like my womb health and the things that I've been through in the last couple years. Again, the mother wound. And if you have Chiron in Cancer, then you probably have similar mother wounds to me, because Chiron in Cancer is that, it's the mother wound. So yeah, anyway, that's it for today, and a la próxima.